Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today I'm going to be reviewing another obscure low budget kung fu flick, and this one's titled, yep, this is the one folks. It's going to be the review for the American version, just so you know. And yes, again, it's on my to-do list. Oh boy, I've been reviewing so many movies of this list, folks. And I know I don't always show this list in my videos, but trust me, I've been reviewing from this list. So I figure I would just review another Kung Fu flick again, because why the hell not? So anyway, anyways, folks, I have to talk about the plot. So let's get into it, shall we? The primary focus of this film is that it's about this young man, and I guess you can say he likes the Kung Fu of Shodan. He's a student, of course, and his town has been in trouble, I guess you can say, after having been a part of a rebellion. He is wanted by some of the latest people, these bad guys, and flees with his friend, of course. But he challenges and he pretty much encounters a general, and his friend is killed. So he decides to go into these Shaolin temple to learn kung fu. But the learning is supposed to be long, of course, hard to do. He will have to pass the 35 individuals to become the real Shaolin fighter, so to speak. So there's that. Sure, the plot for this film is rather straightforward and to the point, which doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It just depends how it's delivered, I guess you could say. But in this case, I guess you could say it's not that bad, folks. It's quite enjoyable. And oh boy, they don't make kung fu films like they used to. I know I keep saying that over and over again. They don't make movies like they used to. They sure don't. But I think in some ways this is definitely true right here, folks, because of the fact that in this day and age, everybody will find everything offensive. Yeah, every single thing nowadays seems to be really offensive, especially with these feminazis. Oh boy, because trust me, folks, there is a sequence in this film where one of the male characters actually fights a bunch of women. Yeah, you heard me. He actually beats the living shit out of them. I stay trying to, kill them off or whatever. And of course, he's simply trying to defend himself. He's not fighting them because the women. He's just simply trying to, defend himself. But of course, these feminists going to take this as a way anti-woman, which of course clearly isn't. Oh boy. I'm never gonna hear the end of this. No siree. Bunch of bitches. I swear to God. Ugh. Just because the woman is getting beat up right here, folks, does not mean the film is sexist. So give me a slim slack here. And as far as I'm concerned, a man has every right to hit a woman, only in self-defense, folks. Justice and corruption both have no gender. They have corruption and justice have no color. It has no sexual orientation. It is what it is all I'm saying. So, yeah, this film is not trying to be sexist, even though some people might be thinking it might be. So, this is not the only Kung Fu film that did this kind of a thing. There's been plenty of other Kung Fu films that did, lots of these kinds of things. So, anyway, I kind of feel like this film might be offensive to people nowadays because of that kind of thing. But it's a good movie, folks. Even though it's quite low budget or whatever, I still found it has some merits, I guess you can say. I enjoyed watching it. Even though the DVD quality I saw it was quite poor, but that's fine, folks. I didn't mind it really because I've seen lots of VHS looking quality films anyway. And I can say that I did watch this on a DVD, of course, folks. But what the film was trying to do, its content, it was quite interesting in its own way. Interesting to keep me from watching beginning to end, of course. The casting wasn't too bad, of course. And I can say this is definitely a recommendation from me, folks. So if you have the chance, be sure to watch it. I'm reviewing another Kung Fu title, folks. I mean, for crying out loud, I do have a lot of Kung Fu games, of course. And I did play a lot of them in the past, and I do mean a lot of them in the past of these kinds of games. So I figured, what the hell not, I guess. So yeah, this kind of thing it does appeal to me in a lot of ways. With Virtua Fighter 4 would be my personal favorite. I'm still trying to find the special edition of that game, by the way. It became rather rare. Reviewing rare stuff seems to be my thing, of course, but that's perfectly fine by me, obviously. Um, Yes, the budget isn't very high in this film, but it's still quite enjoyable for me anyway. And early on, the one character meets up with a couple of female ghosts who possessed to hunt for a few minutes, and that set the scene for the rest of the film. So yeah, you heard me right, folks. There's also some random ninja attacks here and there, folks. So, and they seem to have a backstory for the rebels fighting the evil emperor or whatever. So, so in here, folks, there's one scene where it has a character stalking through a gloomy area while, let's just say, some crazy stuff seems to be going on, folks. And one of the main characters in this film is a girl who has stolen some sort of needle gun and uses it to some deadly effect, of course. So let's just say there's some pretty interesting stuff that's going on in this film. I don't want to spoil too much, really, but I did find this film quite enjoyable for what it's worth, I guess. I've seen worse, I guess, but this one wasn't too bad, I suppose. And this one has a good story, and pretty good age of characters, and the fight scenes are pretty crazy. You like the fight scenes in here, folks? The fight scenes are pretty damn crazy. But that's part of the appeal of these movies, all the crazy ass fight scenes. And they're really well constructed. For what it's worth, I guess, the fight scenes aren't too bad, I suppose. And I'd say check this film out. I would say it really isn't all that bad. So yeah, there's some more cool stuff with some, expendable weapons. And yeah, there's some crazy ass stuff going on. The fight scenes are really well choreographed. And there's some mild gore that enhances things a little bit, so I can't really complain too much, really. So yeah, there's some crazy shit going on in this film, and I do mean that in a complimenting kind of way. I mean that's a good thing, obviously. So yeah, overall, a rather solid kung fu movie as a whole. I liked it, and of course, I wouldn't mind watching it again. Like I said before, this is the American dubbed version, of course. The dubbing isn't quite good. It's not the worst dubbing, but it's okay, I guess. Movie though, it'll get an overall rating of a 7.6 out of 10. It gets a 7.6 out of 10 from me, folks. Yes, sir. So anyway, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time. Oh yeah. See ya.